Greetings, everyone. It's Evalena Rose, channeling the Council of 12, one of the ancient councils of the White Brotherhood of Light, the family of light. So you might pause till you can sit back, relax, get a cup of tea, take in this message. We greet you, beloveds. We greet you from the realms of light, because we wish to have you recognize how much love and support is here for you from the beings of light who have supported this planet from its inception. You have to admit that being a human being on planet Earth is a little bit difficult, not so easy, and we understand that. It's a schoolroom, it's a classroom you've come to learn certain lessons. So in everything that happens, the best question is, what is my lesson here? It may feel as if someone else totally caused the situation. What is my lesson here? There's a lesson in everything that you bring to yourself. We greet you at the beginning of 2017 because it's an extraordinary year that's coming forward. All the planets are facing direct. There's a lot of energy to create and establish what you really want on this planet. It's been advised by those wise in the ways of astrology and in the ways of visions to advise that you use the month of January to gain clarity on what you really desire and what activities, what projects, what goals and directions would serve your soul mission. The more you align with your soul mission, the easier the outcomes will be for everything that you bring about, because the universe rearranges itself to serve your soul's plan when you're on the plan. So you may not know what the plan is, and yet your soul does. That means if you sit down in meditation, maybe with journal and pen, maybe a recording device, iPhone or something, perhaps drawing paper, and you say, okay, soul, okay, universe, I'm ready to receive the details of my plan. Always, 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 when you call in guidance, even your higher self, ask for the highest, brightest, clearest, most radiant beings of light. And once they come in, you can always ask for them to show you their light. Anyone worthy of being a guide would say, of course. They might say, dear one. We tend to use terms of endearment from time to time because we really wish to establish in your consciousness and your heart that you're not alone here, that your wonderful spiritual family of light, the team of which your soul is a part, on the other side of the veil, on the higher dimensions, stays with you when you come into a human incarnation. We stay with you and are available for advice and support. If you have anyone guiding you who tells you what to do, probably not the highest, most radiant being of light. So ask for the highest, most radiant, because our goal is to support you in developing your decision-making mechanisms and in creating a connection with the divine that's workable, that's practical, that can be applied to the details of your life. So many people put guides so far above them, and they imagine if they call in guides, the guides are simply indulging them or helping them. What's really true is we come to collaborate with you. There's a play happening, universe-wide, universe of universes wide. And every player has a role that is essential, including you. If your role is not fulfilled by you, it will not be filled because you're the only one that's taken on that particular assignment. It may seem as if, how can this be important to something that vast? It could be that the awakening of your soul, by you working on yourself, by you reading and channeling and listening to inspirational videos and conferences and praying and arriving in your core, that salvation of one more soul is the most important thing your soul's here to do. It's seductive to look for something very important and thereby miss your true calling or what you're really here to do. Every project, such as saving the planet from violence, is a vast project. And it's happening on this level and many other levels. We mention that because when Earth was inseminated with human life, it was created as a living library with DNA from many sources in the star nations, shall we say, and from those who were evolving toward humanoid on the planet. It was agreed by all those who were a part of the evolution of this species that this planet would be used as an experiment in duality. All of us who are engaged with you knew that was a rather risky adventure. However, we agreed to be available when the species was ready to up-level itself and reclaim its understanding of being children of light. So here we are, and here you are, listening. Excellent. So the experiment in duality allowed for those who wish to get as far from godliness and love and light as possible to do so. The willingness that God, Goddess, has to allow everything means that Source has allowed for certain aspects of itself to separate, to be as anti-God or anti-love as they wish. It is our sense in the hierarchy, the realms of light, that the experiment has gone too far. We find that the level of violence and mayhem and hatred and human against human is out of control. So we have been listening strongly to the prayers of the light workers on the planet and Gaia herself. All of us operate with a very, very strong non-intervention strategy, meaning we don't take over someone's life, we don't save you or rescue you, we do not wish to be codependent with you. And so to be a part of a change toward less movement toward violence means we have to very much work with your prayers, your intentions, and your actions. So you've enrolled us, and now we enroll you to operate in a collaborative effort to come together with hearts, minds, bodies, and souls, and a willingness to stand for love, to stand for peace, to stand for a planet that is kind to its inhabitants. And the earth being, Gaia, who is an existence in itself, says a planet whose inhabitants is kind to the planet. She is adamantly calling for other planetary beings in the galaxy to assist her in making this shift that is so much less destructive. Now, the interesting thing about Earth, Peter Russell documented this 30 years ago, is that she could easily shift the makeup of the air, the oxygen, hydrogen, so on, mixed in the air. She could easily shift a few degrees and eradicate your species. That's not a very fun way to go, and like the rest of us, Gaia prefers nonviolent methods. So what is also possible is enough people unite in love with enough belief in and support of the realms of light that true change happens in this species. Yes, we know your political situation. We understand it feels like you're being pulled way off from the progress that has been made. It will mobilize people. There will be an uprising of many kinds. The vote in your country, the US of A, was for change. There will be change. Now, how would you like to participate in helping to direct that change? And those who work behind the scenes have as much value as those who are visible in public effort. Many people need to anchor that everyone is part of one being. We will do another video inviting you to activate your light body, which is a way to remember that throughout the day. Right now, we want to invite all of you to access the place in your heart, your soul, that knows you're part of something vast, and then can get excited about being invited into a life of action, a life of contemplation, a life of collaboration, and a life of gaining freedom. We do not ask for cooperation. Cooperation means we have a plan, we have an agenda, cooperate with us, do what you're told. That will not free this species. The only path to freedom is collaborating with Spirit to where you open and open and open to more and more levels of your consciousness and begin to take up ownership that you are one with us. We treat every one of you as a peer because you are a peer. You have the same access to the light, to source, that we do. It's simply that your consciousness identifies with a third dimensional aspect of you that took on amnesia to be able to survive childhood on this planet. So wake up, dear ones. The time of the Great Awakening has arrived. Your support system is in place. The party is on. And we await for you to enter stage left and play your role. You'll know what you're meant to do because your heart guides you. You'll feel, this is just what I need to do right now. You'll have an internal imperative when you ask for guidance, when you ask your being to show you what your path is and how to follow it. You're part of something that has a meaning, a purpose, a path, a progression, a plan, a vast plan, and support systems that you can reach easily. This may be the most exciting adventure in your life. Bring yourself to your center, ground, find your grounding, come into your core, bring yourself to your center, hour after hour, and keep asking, what is the most important use of my time right now? Occasionally, daily, probably would be best. Sit with your guidance, your tools for recording, and ask, what do I need to know right now? Show me the way, and get still. And then sit while the answers come through you. A lot will arrive. It takes courage to step up, to be a part of such a vast collaboration. And it's the most exciting thing you can do. It takes courage for Evalena to come and have us channel through her when she knows not what will get said. And our prayer, we hope you join us, is that she allows this on a weekly basis, a regular basis, so that you have guidance. If you wish to record questions or responses, please do. If you wish to write to Evalena, write her your questions, your input. Talk to us through those emails, those responses. We want to be in dialogue with you because that's when it works the best. It is extraordinary that you're listening. We send deep, deep heart love from so many levels of existence. Your own being exists on 7 levels, many beyond the ones you know. So we send love from the heart of your being, from the heart of your guidance, from the heart of Source, from the heart of love itself. Breathe it in, take some moments and sit with it, and imagine, what if you actually believed that the universe loves you? What would shift in your life? We leave you with that question and our love. Blessed be. And namaste.